welcome back. It is a windy day, but as you see here, and I appreciate that, this game does save my exact position when I last left the recording.
That's
good. And, you know, being a new session, it's still nice to see that Franklin stayed with us like a good boy.
Of course.
Oh,
Franklin
I should not be here.
I forgot
This
that
is
we
not.
named
This is
him
not.
Franklin.
This is not a good day. Yes, this is Franklin. Franklin's Grand Adventure.
I mean, to be fair,
this
well, let's be fair here. Does the game itself ever name the bird?
No, I know. We have a reason why it's named Franklin. I know.
Is that thing gonna move? Because I don't.
Well, I'm not saying we have a reason per se. I'm just saying that like the game's not doing it, so we might as well.
Gents, you're both beautiful. I'm saying I don't know if I want that apocalypse cloud next to me while I'm solving this puzzle.
Well, just solve
Yeah,
the puzzle.
it looks a little...
Quick, go quick and solve the puzzle if you don't want the apocalypse cloud to pop.
But what if? But it could be also a case where if you're staying in place, then the apocalypse itself will also stay in place. But if you move and solve the puzzle, it'll come right for you. So we're kind of in a lose-lose situation.
Okay, it's
Actually,
over there.
And I'll say right now, for those wondering, yes, it can attack me while I'm solving puzzles.
That is
I just
bullshit.
have to. It won't reverse my progress in puzzles, but it would just interrupt me.
I mean, as long as that's the worst that can happen, that's not like the worst thing in the world.
Okay, so just double checking every so often. Okay, we should be fine. So I'm gonna use this mirror. Light a torch.
Okay, I hit a torch. Good.
Okay, and it is still staying there. I'm sorry, I'm getting all paranoid.
It's literally like trying to stare into the eyes of Sauron or something.
Ignore the cloud and do the puzzle.
I'm doing the puzzle.
Well, he's
Franklin,
trying to make sure
drag
that he doesn't get
mirror
interrupted
yonder.
by the cloud.
Alright, so Franklin's gonna drag that mirror yonder. Then he's gonna drag this mirror yonder, as I keep an eye on that crazy cloud that Matt's always on and on and on and on and on.
You're the one who's going on and on about the cloud.
He's just trying to make sure Galactus doesn't need the planet. Jeez, give him a
God,
little
don't
bit of
remind me
gratitude.
of Cloud
Now?
Galactus. I hate that.
Go!
Cloud Galactus?
It's from the
got
second
it.
Fox... Well, actually, yeah, I
Alright,
can't
he's
say
on the
second.
Alright, so.
Oh, there it is.
I am
Yep, so it moved.
I am really hoping that we do not get Cloud Galactus again. I hope we get legit Galactus this time. Although, let's be fair, Galactus needs to be like a big be-all, end-all villain like Thanos was.
So basically,
yeah.
if the MCU was ever to end, it would end with Galactus.
Honestly, no.
I
In
think,
why
my
not?
no, I was gonna say honestly, with how the mechanics, with the systems that after these new how to put it, with the new reveal at the end of Far From Home, that sword may already becoming a thing.
Sword
Like,
is
I think
already
that-
a thing. It's in Sword is in WandaVision. Yeah, that's where they.
I was trying to avoid recent spoilers, but
It's
that is fair.
literally in the trailers.
So if sword is a thing, which for anyone who's curious, sword is basically
Shield, but in space.
yeah, intergalactic shield. So more Avenger stuff. And yeah, I'm just solving this puzzle to light 2 torches is what I'm doing this all for.
You
That
know,
thing is
from an
getting
outsider-
closer.
From an outsider's perspective, it must seem like a real drag to have to follow along the entire MCU. Because sure, you may be a fan of, say, Thor or
Yeah, I
Iron
know,
Man,
that-
but what if
that
you're
is-
not? But what if you're not a fan of Black Panther or Ant-Man?
Yeah, that
It's
I
tricky because
love
it
the
is
bird
really
hopping.
Yeah, he just tiptoes around.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it really
Mark
depends
got
on
it.
the... I think it really kind of depends on the movie in particular, James, because to the MCU's cred, some films are pretty good about staying pretty self-contained, even if they are part of a grander universe.
Yeah. The one thing is,
Fair.
I do like the connected universe idea, though. I'm one of those people that I read the comics for years. I know how the comics work. I know all of the connected universe stuff, and I like that.
I'm not saying it's
it honestly is supposed to harken back. I'm sorry, and I agree with you, Hype. Like there's nothing wrong with it. If anything, it harkens back to how
books.
comic books
Yeah,
were sold.
exactly.
Like the idea is that there'd be like, oh man, this reminds me of that job in Tahiti. See this panel from this comic to learn about what the hell happened in Tahiti.
It's
by
just
the
that
way,
we also
thank-
want to make sure that
thank
it's
you
just
for
that
the
they
reference.
also do need to keep in mind that it should be yes.
Oh, the
I
cloud
was
is
like,
attacking.
I'm running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
no.
you can't outrun
Am
it.
I
if go in
sensing
this
someone
direction.
having fun?
But anyway.
No, I'm taking a detour.
But anyway, first off, thank you for the Red Dead reference. secondly, the one thing I'm going to say, that thing's getting closer.
Yep, that's why I'm running.
I like how comics and the movies now are doing that whole, like, interconnected universe. And the MCU does it right. Other franchises don't, because the MCU focused on making movies first, make the connected universe second.
Right.
Whereas every other universe is doing the opposite right now. And that's why I don't like. It's why
Where they really do want you to, where they really just outright are forcing their viewers to literally follow along with every single thing tied to it.
Yeah.
Wow, he is really,
That's
he is
one
really
boost.
not
Gunning for
wanting.
you.
Yeah, I thought he would. Usually, it's only supposed to go in a straight line. Okay, there, I outran it.
Okay.
Damn, he was very persistent. Where's he going now?
He's gonna be
Just goes right on
behind you,
top
is he?
of me. I would laugh now. Okay, because that leads back to Ceranos' place, and we already healed him. We're doing
Is it
Sorrow.
possible for them to try to corrupt a place you already freed?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, I see him. He's over there.
But yeah,
No, it's
yeah.
next time. Since I haven't actually, I don't know if I've actually been invaded by him yet. So if it happens, I'll let it happen next time, just so I can show what the whole invasion thing looks like for each
Alrighty.
monster. Let's see. We continue, Matt, while I look through this.
But yeah, I am liking WandaVision. There was a leak that happened that I am debating whether or not, like, okay, to be fair, like, you can, like, either cut it out or mute this. I'm talking about MCU. Whenever they bring in a big actor into the MCU, they are going to use that actor, with the exception of Hiroyuki Sanada. I fucking hate what they did
And
with
Clancy
Hiroyuki.
Brown.
I thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna get upset about Brad Pitt in Deadpool 2.
No, okay, one, that's an MCU, that's not an MCU movie, that's a
Oh yeah,
Fox
welcome back
Yeah,
everybody. We're still. Welcome back everybody. We're still complaining about MCU.
Sorry,
we're
that's a,
going into a corruption zone.
I'll just stop.
Now continue. We're talking about movies while I'm doing a little puzzle and
But Deadpool,
without Franklin because Franklin's not feeling too well.
Deadpool is a Fox-produced X-Men movie, not an MCU movie, and also Deadpool makes fun of the cameo stuff all the time. That's why Brad Pitt had literally 30 seconds in that movie as a whole. Alright?
That is very generous. I think he only had literally like 2 seconds when he got zapped, and that's
Oh,
it.
real quick, I think you might want to give Franklin a little bit of a bath there. He's looking
Oh,
a
I
little
can't.
dusty.
Oh, I can't. See, I'm in this giant
It's
corruption
the
zone.
corrupted zone, yeah. But
Oh, my
anyway,
bad.
So even if I did it right now, I have to turn everything off before I can do it safely.
But anyway, the one thing about I'm talking about like main like MCU and stuff like that. When they use big actors, they want to use
Nice.
those big actors, and my guess is that Evan Peters has some kind of contract now.
There we go.
So,
Corruption dispelled.
so the one thing I'm going to say is that in the leak that we see, it showed Evan Peters in a Quicksilver Halloween costume, and either it is confirmation that he is Quicksilver from the multiverse, or there's another theory, and this one is actually more prevalent, especially with the line he says in the leak. He is Mephisto. Because there are some
Who's that for people like James
the
and
devil.
I who have no idea?
He's the devil, isn't he?
The literal Marvel devil. He is
The guy that ruined Spider-Man's marriage.
Yep. And is pretty much the man who created Ghost Rider and all that. He is a huge villain in the Marvel universe.
Okay.
So yeah, the one thing about that is like Quicksilver Evan Peters is in like the Quicksilver like costume and all that, the Halloween based Quicksilver costume. But the line he says is really fucking douchey. I don't think he would ever say it to Wanda, especially a grieving one.
Which is
I will say it. He says, it's not like your dead wife can die twice, right? Or it's not like your dead husband can die twice, right?
so at that point, then it's already acknowledging the fact that this is like.
Because another
So
thing
he's
is...
he's aware that it's all an illusion. Then at that
he
point.
is aware. So either... that's why I think it's Mephisto, is because he has some kind of awareness of what is happening, and he mentions Vision and all that. So.
Some of the fast, they fight with the fury of utterly convinced for the sake of process.
And also, they did confirm that the next 2 episodes are coming out this week. Like 2 episodes. And I don't think it's because of the leak. I think the reason why they're doing 2 is because they're kind of losing viewership. Because interesting things in that show seem to happen every other episode, not every episode.
Well, it's true. Well, I mean, I don't mean for them to. What did that do?
What did that?
Aha!
Oh.
Hang on, we need that back up.
I mean, to be completely fair, there has to be a fine line where you shouldn't have, unless it's going to be for like a short series, you shouldn't have every single episode be like, you know, one of those kinds of episodes where something of massive intrigue is happening, because otherwise you get burnt out pretty quickly.
That's fair, but we're also talking about
out.
modern television audience, the people that binge Netflix for a living.
Well, that's just the problem with that kind of lifestyle.
Oh, of course.
I cannot binge an entire series. Like I do like being able to watch more than
No, don't get me
one.
wrong. I'm not blaming Disney. I'm blaming people. I'm blaming Netflix goers and stuff like that.
It's like I'll be like
Jeffrey.
It's kind of like one of those cases, one of those things where like there's both a advantage and a disadvantage to releasing an entire season all in one fell swoop.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a matter of balancing out those advantages and disadvantages.
Correct. I mean, it's kind of the reason why I wasn't really so miffed over the fact that, you know, for the short amount of time they was airing new episodes, with The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse only had like 2 shorts per week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because that's just the general way of, you know, casting new episodes.
Honestly, yeah, it should be 1 episode a week. But anyway, yeah. So the big theory is either because here's another reason why I think it might actually be just the X-Men Quicksilver. Why Evan Peters might just be the X-Men Quicksilver 2. It's because they did confirm that, and this is confirmed. You can keep this in the video. WandaVision is part of a trilogy that deals with the multiverse. The other two movies being Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Man 3 and
Doctor Strange.
And yeah, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which they did confirm.
I cannot wait to see.
Oh, sorry.
I cannot wait to see how much of a beautiful mess Spider-Man 3 is going to be.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that.
Honestly, I believe in the MCU. I believe in them. I think they'll do.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I believe in the MCU. I just hope that they're able to, like, because that's something that I've noticed. Like, between the Raimi films and like the Mark Webb films, there's
I
always
see what I have to do. Hang on. I see what the puzzle I'm missing is. Continue.
Because I was about to say, like, but as much as I like the MCU, I'm kind of hoping that they can avoid, like, this curse that seems to happen with Spider-Man. Like, it happened with the Raimi films. It happened with the Mark Webb films. The last film of theirs always deals with the fact that they kind of cram in too many stuff for people to really take a moment to soak in. And there's a part of me that's thinking, like, what with everything we know about Spider-Man 3 so far, if it might fall into that same gap.
Here's the thing, though. They did confirm with a lot of those, or at least I believe it's partially confirmed. Those are mostly going to be cameo and third act things.
You know, all things considered, kind of makes me wish we saved all this kind of tangent for, you know, whenever and if ever we decide to do the Spider-Man arcade game.
Or Miles Morales.
That too.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say, maybe Morales, since it's a longer game, because I imagine the Spider-Man arcade game wouldn't take us that long to beat.
Well,
no, it would literally...
Well, to be fair, when we get to those games, WandaVision will probably be over by then. So,
of course.
Some things will have been confirmed.
I am still curious to see how we would be able to handle, you know, the arcade game, because, well, it's actually not a relatively known game. It's just that, well, a long time ago, Sega made a beat 'em up based on the license, included 4 playable characters, including Spider-Man, Black Cat, Hawkeye, and what was his name, the Submariner?
Oh yeah, Namor.
Namor?
Namor.
Huh.
Basically, the guy that's barely wearing anything at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
that's Namor.
with the cool hair and stuff.
I like calling him Aquaman Vulcan.
Yeah.
But no, I am looking forward to the I hope
So
that
here we go. This is why that's why I'm trying to get more of these, because now there are 2 spaces, so I need 2 of these tokens per
Gotcha.
tower. We're doing pretty good so far. Just what was it? 3 more we need to find. Continue.
By the way, I am hoping that Namor gets introduced eventually. Most likely, either at least hinting or something about them in Black Panther 2.
Doesn't Universal still technically have the film rights to him?
Maybe. From what I heard is that they are trying to get Namor into the MCU, at least reference it, because to be fair.
Wow.
To be fair, it could be like the Hulk, where they can use the Hulk
boy,
but
not
have
run.
a. Okay.
Sorry,
Or face the danger. Or face the danger.
Run.
Oh, I know.
Or face the danger head on.
No, he's
I should
going.
face the danger head on, because I promised myself I was going to show it off at least once. Goodbye, Franklin. All right, see you, man, Franklin. Peace.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to have that little moment of comedy. You can continue, Matt.
There's a whole lot, and Matt has a lot.
I'm sorry.
I'm not asking you to be sorry. I'm saying like you have very strongly feeling opinions about.
I think he sees you.
the thing. No. It's always based on motion. He's a dinosaur-looking thing.
Well,
after all.
motion and tall grass.
Giraffe.
I'm telling you, it's a.
Well,
it's
I mean,
a
to
lizard,
be fair,
unless
he
you're-
could be a long neck.
Unless
There he
you're,
is.
unless you're pulling a Patrick thing, it is actually meant to be. It is by lore meant to be a lizard. I'm trying to get out of his path.
Wow, you just have barely just a little bit of leeway with that thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you think he ever hears Franklin and tries to do anything about it?
Nope. Okay, good. You moved away.
Franklin's just an insignificant little birdie.
Oh, fucking
That's
hell.
See, again, he can fade in and out of existence. This is his realm until
Yes.
I can.
He's doing a pretty good job of staying hounding on you, though.
Like, this is literally... Jesus Christ, think if Sauron was a giraffe.
This is fucking. This is anxiety-inducing.
I love it though. That means it's a good stealth section. All right, we're almost at Franklin.
It's good, and it's good without needing to be too complex.
Don't worry, I hit the circle
Yay.
button, so I'm locked in now. All right, we're free.
Good bird.
Press the
Good
circle
bird.
button to bring yourself back from the dead.
From the nether realm into the shadow dimension or whatever.
The
Come on.
Shadow Realm.
Jump and press the circle button to say "fuck off, Lucifer."
Press the circle button to say, "Not today, Mephisto."
Okay.
There you go.
to-
I've lost my legs, I've lost my girlfriend, I have nothing else to lose, devil.
Freaking-
I like how it sounded like you're about to say "Devil damn it," but you stopped yourself.
Well,
To be
'cause that was supposed to be. That was
it's-
going to be when Fisto cuts him off.
Yeah.
Well, plus, he was literally talking to the devil, so...
That's fair.
You know, it's kind of... I'm trying to think. In terms of the Sly series, and I'm mostly asking for hype and Logan's opinion on
Yeah,
this.
you're fine.
Who would be the closest... I mean, actually, no, you know what? I was about to say, who would be the closest that series ever had to the devil, but then I realized, oh wait, Clockwork.
Well, I was about
Yeah,
to say,
Clockwork was
if you want to
pretty-
like talk about like a real devil, I'm going back and forth between either a cat, partly because of All Dogs Go to Heaven 2, or because I've seen some interpretations of it, a ram.
Also, honestly, Clockwork I see more like Lo Pan from Big Trouble in Little China.
Lopat. Oh, nuts.
David Lo Pan, the
I moved.
villain.
I moved. No, not that. I moved too far, so that the little way despawned because you can't carry it too far away from the puzzle area, which makes sense. But
By the way,
yeah,
look-
I need to
Lo-
play this safe, play this smarter.
Lo Pan, he's a very cool Chinese American actor, character. The actor is named James Hong.
Let's see if I can do this.
James Hong is an amazing actor, and honestly,
There we go.
one of my favorite roles of his as well, aside from Lo Pan, who is the villain in Big Trouble in Little China, is Dad, you can fly? I'm a bird.
I'm a bird, Poe.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a
Fuck.
bed. And he was also in Mulan.
I'm a bird.
I'm sorry. I just
What's wrong?
realized something.
What's that?
It took me... I was too late to realize the relation. In some ways, the Pathless is pretty much the progenitor to that of Bowser's Fury.
Honestly, yeah, with
yeah.
like with having that massive thing, I think having that guy, that giant, not guy,
And
that-
these bird icons, which are literally the cat shines in Bowser's Fury.
yeah, honestly, yeah, pretty much.
By the way, I
Alright, so I'm
just
gonna-
realized
this way.
this thing is more like a what is it? Stegosaurus? No, not a Stegosaurus.
I thought it was
It's
a
not a
giraffe.
brontosaurus.
Brontosaurus.
It's
I
a
just call-
lizard.
I just call them long necks.
It is supposed to
Three
be.
hordes
I mean,
don't
I
play
guess.
with long necks.
I'm sure it's.
It's
corrupted form.
coming!
It's supposed to look like a brontos. No, it's not. I'm just moving. You see, when I move, man,
it. Trust me, we're not gonna make it.
No, no.
and I was saying, no, Matt. He's not getting closer. I am. That's how physics work.
You know, now,
Honestly,
now
I'm
that you bring it, now that you put it that way, Littlefoot really has gone the dark, deep path since his last movie.
This is Littlefoot's nobody.
but
What?
but no.
Or is
it's
Heartless? I guess that'd
Littlefoot-
be the Heartless.
It's
Man, I'm a
Littlefoot
nerd.
going
got
through
it.
his emo phase.
Oh my
God,
god.
I'm a nerd. All right, continue.
Stop phase, Mom. Even though you're
Mom's dead,
dead.
though.
He's a,
Okay.
God,
I
he's
was
a
just
bigger
about to
nerd.
say.
Stop phase, Mom. Even though you're dead.
And meanwhile,
Okay.
I was about to say Grandma, but I'm trying to remember. Is she still alive in the movies?
I assume she is.
I know Grandpa is. And, yeah, no, Grandma was. Grandma was.
But yeah.
I mean, you know, it's not every day when a protagonist is stuck with their grandparents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not wrong about that.
Littlefoot,
It's usually an
Ben
uncle and an
10.
aunt.